Hello and welcome to another update video about LINK Chainlink. Yeah, we've been just moving sideways really again, yeah, like many other coins as well. Here I have to be very honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised if it does reset this circle wave 2. I wanted to say, I'm leaning towards breakout to the upside, and I do as long as we're holding $6.19. But yeah, price action at the moment, again, like many other coins, not too, it doesn't give us too much confidence, even though you could argue that we maybe have a bit of an inverse head and shoulders there. Bit of an ugly one, but you've got your left shoulder here, yeah, and then you've got your head and the right shoulder, and a breakout could take us, and let's just take the conventional head and shoulders target. I didn't want to do that. That would take us, if we get a breakout, yeah, possibly to around 860 in the first instance, but they are not too reliable, these patterns, yeah, these head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders, but they can work. And what we just need to be aware of is that the price is trying to push against this resistance. We've got a bit of a descending trend line here, which can act as resistance. We are also just below Fib resistance. If you can see that, this is the Fibonacci resistance range going all the way up to 788. That's sort of related to the bearish count. There's a bearish wave count which would send us down eventually into the maybe $3 region. But I'm not leaning towards that one at the moment. I'm actually leaning towards the one to the upside, because it just makes sense that it would follow other coins. And for most coins, I'm leaning towards breakout scenarios, at least as long as certain conditions are fulfilled. And on the link chart, that condition would be to hold 619. So it is certainly possible that we're following the orange count. At the moment, I'm focusing on that one mainly, but we need to be very open also to, yeah, possibly a bearish case here with Link, because Link could easily follow the white wave count to the downside if it loses 619, because it has been moving in the same range for nearly a year. Okay, so I can always just repeat that. It's just sideways movement. Try to break out here a few times, and the upper range is 950. The lower range boundary is 530 in my opinion. It's not exactly that price, so it is a bit of a range, but that's sort of the broader range in which we're moving. But I'm focused on the upside, as I can make a case for 5 waves up off the low, possible 3-wave move down. And again, there are different possibilities now, but they all still relate to the 619 level. So whatever's happening here in the short term, as long as 619 is holding, there's a decent likelihood of a breakout to the upside. So we had, for example, here a wave 1 to the upside, A wave down, overshooting B wave, and then here is C wave down, or it would rather be a WXY pattern, to be honest. So that's possible with wave 2 being finished here. I'm currently counting it like that because we're holding support. Or that all of this was a 1-2 and another 1-2 setup. That's possible as well, but then we should really escalate higher now. Or all of this a wave 1 as a diagonal, and this is the wave 2, or even we're going to reset it a bit lower. So as you can see, there are many corrective wave structures that are possible and available, and they can always get more complex. As I often say, don't waste too much brain power on trying to identify the most perfect and pristine subwave structure for a correction. It's often pointless, because just watch an hour later and it will have moved up a bit, invalidated it, but it could still be a correction. So it just moves from a simple correction into a more complex one sometimes, and that it easily is doing that. I mean, it could very easily be that of this wave 2, yeah, we had an A wave down maybe, or yeah, an A wave, this is a B wave triangle, and we would come down and see. So it leaves options open. Important is just to understand that as long as we're holding 619, we can focus on higher, ideally in the third wave. And the third wave target would be, now don't get all hyped up, because first of all, we need the breakout above the resistance line, but the target would be around 965. So it should push us in this third wave above the dotted line, above the range boundary. So that's going to be very interesting. What I cannot rule out is that Link is going to move sideways for another couple of months or so, yeah, because it's been doing that for a year. So until we really see breakout here, it's just going to continue that. So sideways is also a direction, and as long as we're below resistance and above support, of course, a very likely one, right? But yeah, breakout here, first of all, the descending trend line, and then the 788 level would be a breakout point. To the downside, it's 619. That could send us down to 530, and below that, the $3 range is waiting. Okay, that's my update about Link. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.